Hello, everyone. In this video, we're going to show you how to file a service provider tax return. This is a logged in activity, so you must have a Maine Tax Portal username and be logged in to do this. We'll start off on the logged in home screen. We will navigate to the service provider tax section on the summary tab. Once we've reached the correct panel, we will click the View and File Returns hyperlink and select File Now on the period for which we would like to file. Throughout this process, there will be required fields or actions. These will be indicated by red asterisks or a red circled I. You will not be able to proceed until they have all been filled in. We will answer the required demographic questions and any other fields that are applicable to our business and select Next to proceed. Please take note of the Save Draft button at the bottom of each screen, which allows you to save your progress and continue later. You can also cancel your request and not save your progress by selecting the Cancel button. Also, during this process, you can select the previous button to go back to the previous screen, or click a previous page name in the blue bar at the top. We will now enter the services that relate to our business, beginning with the gross services. We will enter any exempt services and bad debts as related to our business. This will auto-calculate the taxable services. Next, we will enter the breakdown of taxable services. This total must equal the taxable services, and you will not be able to proceed until it matches. And we'll click Next to proceed. On this screen, we can see the total services and tax. If all looks correct, we will select Next to proceed. Since we have entered a bad debt amount, we will upload the supporting documentation by clicking Add Attachment. We will put in a description of the file, such as debt information or backup documentation. We'll browse for our file. Select our file and click OK. We'll repeat this process for all attachments that we need to attach and click Next to proceed. On the balance screen, we will be shown our amount due and asked if we would like to make a payment. For the purposes of today's demonstration, we're going to select yes. If you do not wish to make a payment, you will have the opportunity to print a payment voucher once the return is completed. And we'll click Next to proceed. You will now have the opportunity to add your payment method. You will need to select your bank account type, either checking or savings. Enter your bank routing number, your account number, and your account number again to confirm. You will also have the option to save this payment channel for future use. For the purposes of this demonstration, we're going to say no. If you do opt to save your payment channel, it will be available in the future for additional payments. The payment section is going to default to the current date, but you can schedule your payments for the future if desired by selecting the calendar to the right and choosing your date. Your payment amount is going to default to the full amount due on the return. You can change this if you are not able to make your payment in full at this time. You cannot make a payment that is larger than the amount due. If you enter an amount that is larger than your amount due, it will give you an error message shown on screen. Regardless of whether you pay the amount in full or do a partial payment, you will be asked to confirm that amount on the next line. And we'll click Next to proceed. Next is our summary page. We'll review this information and verify that it is correct, and click Next to proceed. Next is our declaration page, where we are asked to confirm that the information provided is true, correct, and complete. And we'll also provide our first and last name, and again to confirm, and click submit. And this brings us to the confirmation screen. As always, we do encourage you to make note of this information for your records. That concludes our demonstration of how to file a service provider tax return. Thank you all for watching.